Hey, everybody, it's Nitro coming back at you with another review of Canadian cigarettes. And you know what? I finally took the plunge. Had them delivered to another address because I'm paranoid. My address doesn't show up on Google Maps. I got, this is the second time, Play Bears, the light in 20 king size. And I got Play Bears full. Very similar, but both had their merits. They're actually great. They definitely changed. Native cigarettes definitely have suck up their game because they don't taste anything like what I remember. You know, they are very similar. And I would never look back at paying, that much when they're just fine like this. Like, just saying. They don't smell funny. They taste almost, identical to a regular Taylor. I don't know. For $25 plus shipping and everything, but Jesus, you can't beat that. You can get them out of my reserve now too. Delivery services are popping up everywhere, and they'll go down and get them, or you can buy weed there too for half the price the government sells it. No tax. Anyway, but yeah, I'm going to have a full. I still can't get over how different they are. Like, I remember, I know the last full ones I got in a bag, like a reasonable bag of, and they were just, 20 packs, and they were knockoffs. They were gross. You couldn't do anything with them. These are different. Nice even burn, good haul. Don't smell good, like crazy bad. I mean, are they good as cane cigarettes? I don't know. It's objective. You just can't justify that price, especially right now. Like in my town, and the prices and everything changing, and taxes, and I don't know if you guys know what's going on in your town. Everything's like going up in price. Man, like crazy inflation. Like, wow. Okay, so I did pick up something. I got. That's before tax day because I never know what's going to happen. I haven't had beer in like 8 months. So I would like to get something different. I mean, I had YouTube playing in the background all day on beer reviews somehow on loop. It just got me craving it because I never even thought about it because it's a luxury, right? Beer is so expensive here. Holy fuck. 60% is taxes in my province. Sold at government locations, by the government, by government prices, government employees, government stores, government hours. Yeah, that's ridiculous. And it went up in the last 6 months. It went up like $3, almost everything. And then it went up like another $4, like 3 months later. And nobody's had a fucking thing. Now, bottom shelf vodka for the large, used to be $58 for the cheapest, biggest vodka you could get, Red Tassel. Now it's like $62. But there's a few companies like Red, that still keep their prices low. Like, people, what they do is they flood the store with IPAs and independent breweries, and basically they sell like 4 packs for the price of like a 12 because they're local and people look at them and they're like, they seek it out. They're like, I don't mind paying extra because it's local and support the community. And fuck off, fuck right off. Everybody with a goddamn garage is selling fucking IPAs. And guess what? If you want a grapefruit beer every time, grapefruit flavored beer at 9%, you go ahead. It's grapefruit. Every fucking single one is a grapefruit. And if it's not that, it's fucking goddamn vodka seltzers. And little slim 6-packs for like, fuck, a lot. But seen this, these are in 15 packs. I've never seen them before. $37.99 plus deposit, $1.50. Yeah. But, yeah. Like our government, like if the government liquor, they deliver to your door now. They deliver pot to your door. The fuck? Like, oh, oh. It's been a long time since I had a beer. I've been making do with just like soda, which I've been kind of getting obsessed with. Carbonated drinks, really. Oh my god! Actually, I'm gonna check the date on that. It's funny. There's two of them, 15 packs. They weren't priced. It seems like a little. That's the thing. They don't even have fucking dates on things anymore. Just a code. But Moosehead is the only brewery in Canada that's actually independent. Actually, like Labatt's, Coors, and all the big boys, they send their fucking recipes to their, breweries, and they brew it. Moosehead brews it under contract for them, which is kind of ironic, right? But all the great beers I love, always sell out. You know, I mean, Molson Canadian. Used to love it. Then they changed the recipe, just like, like Coke did or Coca-Cola or whatever. No good anymore. Like yeah. Moosehead Dry Ice. Like it's not like this. It's more similar to a draft beer, and it's considered cheap beer. It is probably the cheapest on there. Bush Ice. I tried that and compared it because side by side. Cent for cent the same, which is American beer. I tried it. I'm like, it's similar, but just a little less foamy than dry ice. Dry ice, if you want to drink it, you can't leave it around too much because it'll go flat. And but people say, oh well, it's like a malt liquor, but more like a draft liquor. But yeah, cheap. Yeah. 15 cans or whatever. Anyway. But, yeah, I grew up in that shit and it hasn't changed. Gotta love it. Cheap, but still, there's some ones are holding out. Then you have a beer that you love, or a liquor that you love, and like Belgian Moon. I first had it on draft, like in another province. It's Belgian wheat ale. 7.1%, cloudy, not unfiltered, and made with Valencia oranges, and you can really taste like the citrus. It's it's served in a pitcher with a Valencia orange wedge in your glass and on the pitcher, and it's fucking amazing. I loved it. Belgian Moon, and then it got so popular, they started making it and selling it in cans and stuff at liquor stores at home. I was like, man, this is awesome. And then you get you fucked up. All draft beer gets you fucked up, and it tastes way better. Like Fountain Pop, same thing. Thing is, it's unpasteurized, so it's and unfiltered, so it'll go bad quicker than say something like this. That's why this doesn't taste the same as draft, because a lot of companies or business stores, small towns won't buy it or in the quantity. Because it goes bad before, and you got to refrigerate it. Beers like this will just sit there in the aisle for like 2 years because they've been pasteurized, cooked off, Just like milk. Basically, milk, they cook off all the nutrients just to be safe and nobody gets sued. The milkman used to come around to your house and deliver it every day, for fuck's sake. But anyway, and add like vitamin D, like in D3 with like pills or powder. That's Anyway, everything's skyrocketing here. Like we used to have a booming fucking milk, just like major big one in our town. Like it joined a conglomerate. Now they're agro group. Ooh, and with the eggs and the mills and everything gone. All joined with these big companies. You can't tell who's who now. Scottsburn milk and farmer's milk here, you couldn't tell a fucking bloody difference. And they still can't, really. It's like, what? Except for chocolate milk. Haven't had it in years. Had it in Farmers in the plastic jug, 4 liter, huge. And I got Farmers in cartons, 1%. I don't know. It's totally different. Let's just talk a difference. Thickness, just thick, a little heavy. You know, it's just not the same. I was blown away. But anyway, yeah, like I said, they cook up all the good nutrients and they put it back in pill form. So you may as well just go back to the drugstore and get a multivitamin, for fuck's sake. But anyway, yeah. Cheese. There's no such thing as cheese anymore. Ice cream is not real anymore. First ingredient is modified milk ingredients. It's not milk, eh? Not milk. Come on, it's not milk. Try finding a 2 liter of fucking ice cream in your town. 1.5 liters. That's what it is. And it's all fake. Let it sit out for a while. Then put it in the freezer. It comes out foamy. Like it's fucking, like it's not real. It's not real. Modified milk ingredients means no. Like Chapman's is a local or a regional. Only one that still does 2 liters. Family run and owned. And first ingredient is cream. Dairy cream, like, I don't know. They all sell out. But yeah, 1.5. Same with like, cans used to be bigger. Everything's getting smaller and being charged more. And nobody fucking, I don't know, it doesn't seem to care. Like snack cakes or meat or... It's like, it's not only, like, fuck. We have a local fucking company that basically owns half this country, Canada, Sobeys. You might know them by different names. That's why they go by different names, because they are pretty big business. Crombie Rant is one of them. They own Safeway. They own fuck. You never know. Watch your back. Anyway, they have different names because they don't want to, well, obviously. They buy up a company and run it as that name because people like that name. It's like that. Yeah, it's not your fucking store anymore. Yeah, and then they like implement, I don't know, their giant ideas or whatever business conglomerates do. Cut jobs, trim corners, trim fat. You name it, they do it. But anyway, you slap their name on it and it's like, hey, fuck you. Anyway, back to my point. Down the street, literally, there is a brewery. Or not brewery, but it's still, whatever, bottling, whatever. They make soda pop. Like, flavored soda pop. And they have a lot of different flavors. Excellent soda. Like, and for a 2 liter, it's 99 cents it used to be. In 1 year, they went up to 79 cents. They don't mention why. Nobody says anything. What the fuck? That's the whole point. People buy it. It's situated right next to Pepsi, which is like $4 per 2 liter, plus deposit. It's getting there. I think you don't think I'm gonna fucking notice. 1 year, it almost raised it $1. That's why people come in and buy it. It's great tasting. You got a winner, and it's always sold out of something. You know, like their cola. I wouldn't say it's better than the other colas, but it's up there with them because it's different. Everyone's different. Like they have some crazy good fucking variety. Like you wouldn't believe it. They have Diet Cola, Diet Caffeine, Diet. They have Diet Orange. Orange is just as good as Crush, and equal with Walmart's Orange. Really good. They make grape. If you can find it, it's not sold out. They make electric green, which would be like a Mountain Dew. Yeah, nobody makes electric green. They make like 7-Up, like clear lemon lime. Just the same thing. And it's like $4 cheaper. So instead of getting one, you can get 4, and you get them all bulk in one trip because it's heavy, and then you don't got to worry about it for like, I don't know, a couple months. Yeah, and yeah, they don't make cans. That's weird. They have 12 packs of little bottles of everything. And they have sparkling lemonade, diet sparkling. That's good. ginger ale, diet ginger ale, golden ginger ale, regular ginger ale. Christmas time they have cran apple, uh, kind of different one. Man, they have everything you want to have. Root beer. Yeah, the sky's the limit. Like, yeah, people are so stupid. They don't realize what even an in-store brand, like our compliments, sensations, like they go by in-store brands. It's funny. People are fooled by this. They're like, this would be good. It's different. Yeah, guess what? It's made in the same factory. It just has a different box. You stupid? I don't know. Yeah, anyway. That's two I can remember. Canadian Tire have like fucking 20 in-store brands. Like Ninja, Canvas, Home Essentials is, I think, Walmart. And he'd be like, oh, this is Walmart brand? Fuck, yeah, it is. They own it. Guess what? Yeah. They don't want to put their name on it because, well, it wouldn't sell that well, would it? Because people associate a certain name with a certain condition. But anyway, food is just nuts right now. Like, it's cheaper just to buy, like canned food and shit like that. Meat. You wait to go on sale, but when it does, it's just shit meat. Shit guts. Like, it's not... You don't have the money for it. Especially when, like, your rent is so high and it's being raised and... Yeah, small town, I can't get a job or a part-time job, anything. Immigrants, like, it's just flooded. Not going to get into that right now. People think, oh, it's racist today. No, it's a fact. I'm not racist at all. I like people. I like talking to them. The thing is, they don't like talking to me. They're shocked that a white guy is just, like, friendly and just please and thank you and holds the door and smiles. And, yeah. They just recoil in horror. Guess what? It's not us. It's a problem. It's you. You have to assimilate a little bit. Make an effort, instead of, like, just hanging out with your own clique like a high school. Yeah, you have a turban on. You don't really have to do that. No, you like the attention. That's fine. But make an effort. If you want to stay here so bad, make an effort. Like, instead of saying, like, things like, I don't know, accusing people of things that aren't right. Like, I don't know. We need immigrants. We definitely do, but just don't need all that many right at once. And the plan was cost of living and wages supposed to steadily climb with each other, as it always has. And it didn't. Yeah, wage of living and cost of living dipped, and price of everything, inflation went the other way, up. The tariffs, fucking us in the ass. Jobs lost. And what little jobs there are, like service industry jobs and stuff like that should be going to Canadians, are going to immigrants. Because, well, the government pays half their wages. The colleges get money from them to put them through our prestigious schools, I guess. But when their visa's up, they go home or try to get extended. But you go home. It's been that way for, I don't know, 50 years. What's changed all of a sudden? Protests and all this shit. I mean, what happened? Yeah, they had these recruiters taking, bribes. Letting people in that didn't speak English, couldn't pass the tests. Some of them were duped. They would go find, like, the college. It was City College, and it was literally in a strip mall and like a 10 by 10 people. It wasn't real. And they're like, well, guess what? I got ripped off. We all got ripped off. These community colleges and courses that you take. Are they actually applicable in the industry you are going to? Like a lot of the times, yeah, you get 2 years, you get certificates and all this shit, but they don't mean anything because they don't really qualify you to do that profession. You have to go into apprenticeship under a professional and go all there, and then finally you do another test or whatever, and yeah, and then maybe you can work out alone, or you can call yourself a plumber. I don't fucking know. But yeah, you can't just take a trade now. Like Dad's day, you walk in to any business like Michelin Power, Power Michelin, They hire you. You know, they train you. You know, you would get full time. You have a family. You start you get pensions. You get a house. You know everything. You build roots. No student loans or anything like that. There's no like immigrants or certain age groups. You know, but the thing is, there's a slip that the foreign people use, and the crooked recruiters use is like I applied 200 times in 8 months for jobs around here. Got 3 interviews. Turned out all of it was fake. It was just for show, just so that they could dot the O's and prove that they actually made an effort to hire a Canadian over an immigrant, because they said prove that. Oh well, we looked. There was an Indian Canadian willing to take the job. Oh, fuck off! They're so crooked. Like, oh my god, it's a form that they sign. If they can't find a suitable Canadian to do the job, they can take a foreigner. Basically, all the wages are paid for, or half. So why wouldn't they do all the mock interviews and make it look good like McDonald's and shit? Try not to get caught and pay them half the wages. Why not? You know, and plus they're immigrants. They don't expect anything. They're like, hey, guess what? I would work at Tim Hortons right now, and the problem is I'm overqualified. Right? They don't want me because, I have experience in the field. Guess what? Middle-aged white guys, will do anything to work. You know what I mean? When I found out that the applying for job things was all the job postings were fake, and even my income assistance caseworker said I should probably stop applying. Maybe she literally quote said, maybe to get your name out of their, taste out of their mouth for a while, because they're passing over probably your stuff over and over again a lot because you were applying a lot for a number of years with their assistance and they can't get shit, right? I said okay, so waited, still applied online stuff, but anyway, yeah, like, yeah, they're like, hey, look, government, we did our due diligence, and then and then there's guys like, I would do it. And the big thing I notice is dangerous. They don't speak English or understand English. So working in the food industry, that's dangerous. People have allergies, sensitivities, diabetes, lactose intolerant. Like, they have to pass a test for that. And even foreign citizens now, even that pisses them off, right? Because at a fast food drive-thru, it's just, you can't understand. I mean, you try. You try to be polite, but after 3 times, I can't understand. Like, I don't know. Give up, I guess. Is it insulting them? Is it insulting me? It's pretty thick, can you write too? Like, but somebody has an allergy to this, it killed them. They end up in the hospital, because you don't know what the fuck they're saying. Like, it's okay to have an accent, but they have to pass certain things to get here, right? But they just bypass it, right? These recruiters are crooked, and they just take their money, and they're like, oh, yeah. Then when the government started clawing back, like, oh, the government slowed down, like diploma mills, crooked ones, like Cape Breton University is the biggest culprit. They basically told the government, if you do this, we're going to go out of business. And they basically made it like, we're crooked. All of our income comes from, false diplomas. They just buy them. Well, you want to go to 2 years to a, mid-level course for 2 years? Or pay $20,000 and just walk in. You get all the paperwork handed to you. And you get drivers, I wonder, what are driver's license equivalency to? Why do they have a better car or a car alone than me? I don't know. But why are they protesting? The rule is you reads up or studies up, you go back home or whatever, and you use that to, further your family, whatever, together. But I don't know. Something got in their craw, marching the streets. They have no right. They're taking jobs and stuff away from our people first. That's not the way it's supposed to work. They're supposed to take jobs that Canadians wouldn't want to do, like literally in the fields picking shit, like delicate work. And then if nobody can be filled, they are allowed to legitimately ask out loud, hello, we did everything. We're going to hire this guy. There's loopholes everywhere. It's crazy. But anyway, but like PEI, farmers there, potato farmers, like basically supply half the world with potatoes. Red soil, anyway, any agreeables. They're the worst. They came over, and the farmers were counting on them to work the fields. And guess what happened to the potatoes? They're still in the ground rotting because they won't do it. They won't do it. They were here on one condition that, you get awesome education, whatever, housing, transportation, education, perks, training, everything. You name it, you can work, you can double the money, you come in, but you have to do this. They wouldn't do it. They lost. It's like they compared it to like the Irish potato famine, like whole fields, like 100,000 acres just rotting, and farmers are like scratching their head, like not only do Canadians not know how to do that, they were hired, asked would they do it and can they do it. They say, oh yes, it is. We have a similar crop here in India. Okay, well that sounds good. They make sure that you know what you're getting into before you come over, right? Don't ask me. But anyway, it's frustrating. And it's frustrating, that they don't assimilate. If you want to stay here so bad, maybe crack a smile. I don't know. Make an effort. We don't hate you, We really don't. But you don't get it in your mind that we have some kind of, something against you. We don't. You're here, you're either mistaken or, tricked. Anybody after a certain day, they know what they're getting into. And they don't know what, the diploma mills running rampant still. They can't stop it, which is just money to get all the credentials and they don't even have to go to school. As far as the government knows, they are at school. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, they'll come over and work a 40-hour week job plus school and send the money home, and that's usually what they do. It's kind of like cheating the system, but all in hopes, that it'll work towards, extension of the visa. There's three, like citizenship and full resident or something like that, and then there's actually legit citizen, which is like the final one. You have to be here for a while, you have to get approved, and a lot of paperwork and shit like that. But lo and behold, there's these recruiters. Oh, we can help you, guide you through the process, and we definitely work for the government. Well, we do, but not closely monitored, apparently. Yeah, these guys, they go to India, literally, and recruit people that didn't even think of going to college, and get their family to divvy up all the dough they have and give it to him, and you get to go to Canada and work here, and he gives you all these paperwork and stuff and tells you what to do, and guess what? Your apartment's like 1 year lease. You have no job, technically. It shows that you have training, but you have no job. The school's never heard of you. You have no money. You're supposed to have a certain amount of money way before you can come, to support yourself. And yeah, in an attempt to stop them taking all the jobs and the housing, the low income housing, and the crisis we're in, they cut and made it a law that students can only work part-time, 24 hours, in order to focus on their studies. Because that's why they're here, right? So, yeah. Kind of like underhanded little tugging the nuts, the government, to stop a little bit of this runaway train. I don't blame them, because it's like you're taking up housing, schools at the seat, waiting list at school, and jobs. But I didn't say it was your fault. It was supposed to go that way, but it didn't. Cost of living, isolation, the pandemic, inflation happened. Cost of living and things were supposed to go along with it. It didn't happen that way. Well, it did happen with a couple of people let in like 500 million immigrants, which is like triple, quadruple the amount over the next 10 years, and they let them in like in 1 year. So what do you think's going to happen? There's like a stampede. But I don't know what protesting. You have no right to do that. It is, I don't know. You came here, you get an education or whatever. It expires, whatever, you go home. You reapply if you want. But what they're doing is they're using a big flaw. Asylum, saying that they claim asylum here. Fuck off. As soon as the thing ends, they apply for asylum. They make up a story why they can't go back and that they're in fear for their life. There's no way to verify it except for lengthy process of like a year and a half. And then when our tax dollars put them up in hotels and pay for their kids' education, we pay for their food, their car, transportation, their job. Like I said, hotel, like nice place. We pay like $300 a night if you were a citizen, right? Just give it to them free while the process goes through the asylum thing. And they know what they're doing, right? They're being basically coached. They know how to use YouTube and email people now. When this started, a lot of them were like wandering around like, what the hell? I just got scammed. There's no apartment, there's no fucking course, there's no school that exists in this name. What do? You got scammed. Or like me, or many people take a course and we're told that, if you take this course, you pay all this money, it means like student loans and debt, great industry to be in right now, and it's not. You need this and this and this, and they don't tell you that. Till you apply for it and you're on the hook for a student loan, it's too late. And it turns out all you are doing is doing like courses that will never be recognized by any industry or job or anything. You're just wasting your time and money. Community college is community college for a reason. It's there for a couple courses and then apprenticeship in a trade, which means another 2 years under a professional. Usually, most times, you have to have that lined up before you even take the course. Or they, fast line you in, right? Or they don't tell you everything about, the life in the industry, right? Because even the government, people that specialize in employment and, careers, they lie. I was lied to. And it turns out the industry is not what they said it was. Totally duped. Yeah. So then, you are basically on unemployment. You're on welfare. Looking for a job, anything. Like Tim Hortons. The people think, the Hortons think we don't want to do it. Yes, we will fucking do it. We won't. We probably will pass up on farming stuff. That's kind of how the deal was. It's hard backbreaking labor. It is. And we will, not probably want to do it. Like fish plant worker, put the fucking applications out. You'd be surprised. But all these companies, big companies, McDonald's, everything, they have this big thing set up. Big fake thing going on. Yeah, and then, everybody on staff is brown or whatever, and they try to get rid of the white people. Or just get rid of people, period. So they're going to pay them wages. That's the way it is. Like Walmart, I mean, it's like they have an epidemic of people stealing. with self checkouts and all this shit. So the solution was just to hire a couple, more people. And they said they would rather take the hit from the stealing than hire more people because it was more expensive. Figure that one out. But I think they are going back to regular registers because, yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Like, nothing's cheap anymore. Walmart isn't cheap. Yeah, everything is. It's like everything right now is a great deal, sale, 20% off. And I'm like, wasn't that the price yesterday? And wasn't it bigger? Everybody notices it. Like fast food right now is very expensive. Like, it's so expensive and it's so shitty. People have stood up and taken notice, finally. They've, like, basically protested, like, McDonald's, and if employees walk out. Tipping is another thing on the agenda. Tipping, taxable tips. I'm not going to get into that, but I certainly could. I have my opinions on that. But I ordered DoorDash. I got addicted to it. Come into some money, and I was kind of sick, and I couldn't really cook and stuff. Long story short, I must have ordered like 50 times in like 8 years or less. I'm not joking. This is not racist. This is observation. 2 people. I had one white guy, middle-aged white guy, and one 15-year-old, looked like a 15-year-old white girl. Every single other one either was Sikh or Punjab or black and had an accent. And the Punjab ones, like, there was like a discrepancy with my order. I called the restaurant in question because it was going to close in 10 minutes. I asked to talk to the supervisor. I said, did this order go? And he said, yes, it did. I was looking at the car on the map. It wasn't moving or anything. Then it would say it was coming. Then it was gone. It was a $90 order of chicken on Christmas Eve. It was like, I was looking forward to that because in isolation. So, I mean, I didn't know what to do. And here's the fucking thing. The guy was a foreigner guy. Couldn't barely make him out. And he said once the order leaves her store, it's not a responsibility, nothing, And then he hung up the phone. I said, what the fuck? Yes, it is. That your food represents your company. You're taking a great risk, putting it in somebody's hands and taking the risk that they won't deliver it and they'll put a review on. Or they'll, I don't know, fuck it up or, just never deliver it or have the wrong address or spill it or whatever. Have it wrong. Not check it before they leave or whatever. Anything. Yeah, it makes you look bad. 2 bad Google reviews? Yeah, it can ruin your business, literally, on DoorDash. But anyway, and this guy was like, well, on the app it actually showed his name. It's just gibberish to me. And they showed his number. I said, well, he's not going to answer. It'd be stupid to answer because it was like 5 minutes there. Called. He picks up the phone. Somehow he was rolling in the fucking driveway. About 5 minutes later. Didn't understand what he was saying. All I know is the little car on the map and the phone was moving. Came to the door. He tried to explain what happened, and like 4 times. And I kind of helped him. I didn't understand a fucking word he was saying. Not even close. Not even fucking close. I figured the food was cold as balls. What was he doing with it in his fucking car for an hour? When the manager said it was picked up at this time. And I couldn't understand what he was saying at all. Period. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think. I think you should be at least speak English a little bit because that's a requirement. I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming that the driver's license and shit are, I don't know, interswappable by nation. Because everybody who drives a cab is increasingly not white or local or anything. And you can't understand them either. But anyway, yeah. Had good experience, bad experiences. I don't know why I can't just all get along. You're here. Play by the rules. Play by the rules. Be friendly. You know, we're in a crisis. If you don't know that, I can't see it. You're stupid. You're more better off than we are. Because residents of this small town, the other small towns, you're moving into whatever, and you have everything lined up for perfect life. Well, we're sitting in our parents' basement with, incredible amounts of student loan debt, credit card debt. Yeah, no job. Yeah, because you took it. But it's not your fault. It's the big companies. They can't say no to the government, you know, and they find a loophole. Well, of course they're going to fucking take it. Yeah. But shopping season's coming up. They call it the golden mile for retail. Did you know that 80% of all profit in a retail store is made in 2 months? 2 to 3 months. And it's called the golden. That's when all the retail stores hire cashiers, extra cashiers, on-call staff, everything. Mainly retail. And then they fire them on New Year's or Christmas Eve usually. Usually it's September. I got hired on at Walmart years ago. It was September. So it'll be laid off Christmas Eve with 60% of the staff that were hired on for the Christmas rush. So, yeah. It's if you're going to apply for a job right now, and don't apply for just Walmart. They won't list their names anymore. Look for Randstad and third-party job placement agencies. See, they outsource this shit now because they have so many applicants, they can't handle it. So they call a guy in India and tell them, we need this job filled. Here's a list. Because in one call, I got a call for a job, and call waiting was another guy, and it was another job seeking agency looking to fill the same position. One had the wrong address and thought I was an English, but I was not. So I was like, this is weird. Yeah, it's awful weird. It just told me to show up the next day with black pants and whatever, and shoes, and I was like, what the hell? This is pandemic, so anything went. It was just loosey-goosey, desperate. Yeah, I have a permanent limp, so I only lasted like 2 days, 3 days. Because back then they could let you go for any reason they wanted to. They give you the finger and then hire somebody. Like, yeah. Anyway, yeah. It's awful. It's awful. Anyway, that's fucking the state. And Mark Carney right now, oh my God, passing on these new credits and disability stuff, and a lot of it makes sense, a lot of it doesn't. Not at all. I don't know. People are going nuts right now. Like, absolutely nuts. And there's a deep fake AI video on YouTube that just says, Mark Carney says, oh, yeah, if you scan this barcode on your phone, on the screen, that you can make $1,000 a day for the rest of your life, have vacation 10 months out of the year, all this stuff, and never work again in your life, and lift your finger, if you scan this code right now. It's so obvious it's a deep fake, but YouTube hasn't caught up with it yet. It looks real, but like if you look, there's no icons or anything. But that's when you scan it. Because seniors, they expect to get more, and some, I don't know. Nobody really knows. Disability tax credit, qualifications. Is it going to launch into a fury? People losing benefits, who already are basically 1 foot out in the snow. Like that's the government or the CRA where you're like, they're taking over. It's almost like Doge and Trump, like CRA and Mark Carney started in, and they're basically updating, verifying everybody's info. Security information is key, it seems, in the last month. Everybody's asking for to update your information, make sure it's correct, make sure it's not correct. Sometimes it's a trap. It's just showing that you're still there, you're alive, and you just confirm the address and contact info to a hacker or AI. who just sold it to like a guy, sitting in Tim Hortons, who was gonna use it to, watch your account. No, no, I get fucking hacked emails all the time, like text messages. Peer later saying my package is there. Just yeah, post office saying my package is there. Just sign this, online thingy. Yeah, it's getting better and better. But if you click on those things, yeah, it's just like the commercial, like, hey, download our app and order now, and you get a free cheeseburger. Money doesn't mean anything anymore. That cheeseburger means nothing to McDonald's. Not even a cent. Your info. When you sign up for an app, all that fine print, they collect your data, your algorithms, what you click on, and then they feed it back to you so you don't have to think about, hey, I do want that. Sometimes it can be convenient. I like it when YouTube kind of keeps going, rolling on different devices with the topic and possibly what I want, but at a price. Like cookies and all that stuff. That's all trackers. So, yeah. Anyways, I hate when people think, oh, it's free. I say, well, free coffee. When you download the app, whatever. I'm sorry, but they pissed in the coffee. Now they have your info. Like I said, as soon as you download the app, if anything, if you can avoid an app, order online, like a website, a browser, it's way secure. Apps, give them everything. That's what they're hoping for, right? You sit in your car and order. That cuts down on employees. A kiosk out front, that completes your order. That's another job. Here and there, and then, yeah. No more robots, more jobs, and yeah, eventually there's nobody left. Like Walmart. All those self-checkouts, and there's one long belt open. That's not fair to the person working the long belt. I mean, that's a sin, Because I've been back to Walmart. It was Mother's Day 3 years ago when the band was still on. They had arrows on the ground and everything, and it just felt like Nazi Germany, and I really didn't care for it at all. So that's what I think. I didn't like the way the staff were treating me, or like following arrows and like sheep, cattle. And like my mom was on the phone. Could you get plain chips? I literally stopped. I was going to reach back, just grab the bag of chips. Was in just tips my fingers. This red-headed, lanky fucking mop head, 16-year-old, said, "Oh, keep going. You have to go back around." I said, "No, I'm like, I just gonna grab that." And then there's two old ladies within, probably 5 feet of me, stopped dead and looked at each other terrified. I'm like, is this really happening? So I grabbed it, and he went forward. I said, "You know what? Fuck it. I'll go around again." He had this little moment of power, didn't he? Can you imagine? What are arrows stopping exactly? And walking off aisles. I don't get it. I never got vaccinated. Everybody should get vaccinated. Whatever. Not me. I have a lot of different conditions, and there you go. Elderly and whatever. But it's gonna be back, and the media is gonna spin it, because the people that make it, they probably have a better way. Are gonna have advertisements everywhere. Because here in my town, when we seen the dust settle and seen the damage done, doctors never. Everybody came out of their cave, realized that we were all scammed. The vaccine didn't work. Destroyed our economy, destroyed our relationships, destroyed our town. People were on lockdown. We had neighbors tattling to other authorities that they had a backyard barbecue with more than 4 family members because they believed the media. Seriously, I'm not kidding you. That's how people bought into this shit. I mean, and I said, it's definitely Wuhan facilities. It wasn't bad. They had the vaccine already halfway there. What proof more do you want it? Jesus Christ. And guess what? I was right. Wuhan stamped, barcode, proven. And they took responsibility for it. Yeah, but the worst thing is they charged money for it. That's the first red flag. Like the poor are more likely to, to communicate it, right? To other, because, they live in closer quarters, whatever. They don't have the luxury of living, in isolation or whatever. Keeping isolation. They have to go to work because they can't pay the rent if they don't or whatnot. So it just makes sense. If it's that bad, and why was there two different companies, right? Two different companies. As soon as I seen that, I'm just like, it was already made. They fucked up. But it was. It was exactly what they said it was. It was not a conspiracy theory. If you noticed the flu shot, none of it's being advertised. As soon as the Omicron was announced or whatever, everybody, like this, shiny eyes, and looked around and it was like, hey, that's my neighbor. But everything got weird, right? Because things were kind of still in shambles. Partial rules were in place. Hours for businesses were all over the place. Jobs lost, jobs gained. Weird laws, bylaws. I don't know. Man, they had like people spying on each other. I don't know. It was pretty bad. It basically broke our community. And then what happened was immigrants came in illegally. Investors bought up all of our old buildings and stuff. Rent-evicted all the old people. They bought up like bungalows and started renting them out. Trudeau stopped it eventually before it was too late. But in that split second, our population flipped. So anybody wants to raise a family in their hometown and stuff like that and get a 35-year-old mortgage on a bungalow, you have to compete with this, whoever it is, a company who will never see the actual property. This is a stake in it, or a shell of a company. Take the 35-year-old mortgage was possible to default on, or compete against, I don't know, Skyguard Limited. And who can pay like basically all of it at once. Like the bank, like literally the guy taking the loans will probably get fired if they didn't go with the offshore investor. Death of a town. Then the apartments. They didn't need to do that. Cost of living and stuff and everything and inflation. They know we're in a crisis. But the rent evictions continued. A quarter of the people here who bought up property are basically 6 monthers. So they're retirees, have two properties, one in tropical climate, one, when it gets cold, they go to that one. Vacation home. You see them like the for sale sign in front of a bungalow, and like, man, then it's gone the next day or sold. There's nice cars out front and everything, and all the front, yards and all that up, and decorations and plants. You go, fuck, there's one. I watched in 1 year, I had a walk. I went down to the grocery store about once or twice a week. Each one of the houses on that street, one by one, the sale sign went up. And what would be the notice would be this grass was longer. Older person probably. Couldn't afford to stay in their own home. Bank foreclosed on them. Or modified their mortgage, which they can't do, and then they had to move out into an apartment, even if they like it or not. And it's just like, this realty company, then posted up signs, then Trudeau put a stop to anybody out of province buying property. So that stopped everything dead for a while, and then the rent cap and rent eviction law was lifted 5% every year, once a year. They're trying to do that to me, and they are doing it. I'm not getting supplemented. I'm desperate for someplace. 1 bedroom, 1 bath here in this, is triple And that's maybe, probably not including utilities, plus internet and whatever. That's crazy. It's like over triple what I pay. They don't like I said. They're not giving people with disabilities, seniors, unemployed people enough money to stick keep up with the cost of living and the groceries and rent and mortgages and payments and benefits and interest. It's just standing still. They let it happen. Yep. I seen my entire town basically change completely overnight. But it'd be interesting to see with the back to school crowd what happened. Who knows? Opioid crisis is over. Everybody who is planning to stay is staying. I am. I have no fucking choice. I go anywhere. I don't want to be somewhere I'm not want to be in. And I've been looking for 6 years. There's nobody around here that has any vacancies. And now, like, the companies that own these places aren't just mom and pop; they're corporations, and they just you can't even talk to a person. You have to fill out an application. They do background checks now. You have to have proof of full-time employment. Proof that's new. Credit check, credit history, references, and proof of the last 4 residents or something like that, and proof of payment or whatever. All these fucking wacky things are ridiculous. But I mean, with so many people applying for, they know if they wait out, they're gonna get it, right? I guess. I don't know. It's fucking disgusting. I mean, the apartment above me is going for a triple. It's like they kick everybody out, change the locks, put a fresh coat of paint on. Literally, that's it. Replace the appliances. They update what they have to by law, I guess. Do the bare minimum, take a picture, and get them to sign the paper. Usually a foreigner who trapped into some kind of a lease. Yeah. Parts of my apartment are from the 50s. Some of them have new, some kind of flooring. I don't know where the fuck it's from. It's not vinyl. It's not wood. It's not of this earth. Roofs leak. Appliances are from the 20s. Windows flood when it rains on one side. It's just crazy. It's just crazy, man. And right now, with Carney, who's kind of obsessed with this everything green, zero, and nothing else. But I was like, maybe we should think about the conservatives. And then I was watching even further, and no, we shouldn't, I guess. He was obsessed with, soon, supposedly, very soon, gasoline trucks and cars will be legal. EV only. I heard the max place they go is an hour. What the fuck's going to happen there? Oh, I believe we're going to die, freezing in their car. It's a joke, and people don't see it because they're sheep. They're expensive, and car lots are going to be required to sell at least one for every 2 or something at the start of a year. And oh my god, they're expecting blackouts for people using so much electricity, plugging it in everywhere. Gas stations, their houses. I don't know how it's any different than oil or paying electric to the big, electricity company. No difference than filling it with the gasoline. But anyway, I don't know how that's going to work. Blackouts are expected. It's going to overload the system. Yeah, I can see that. Everybody using the same type of electricity, it's going to be stretched to the limit. We already have blackouts in the goddamn summer with people running air conditioners. Everybody knows that. When it's really hot, there's it's fucking ridiculous. Wow. And it's the worst of it is it's like Nazi Germany. You're being told it's illegal to buy a gasoline car, like period, or own one, or sell one. People are, well, we'll go across the border. Yeah, but they take it a step further. They're going to phase them out completely. You know, they'll give you some kind of tax benefit, whatever bullshit, like a heat pump that doesn't work. And as your rebate, go fuck yourselves. And around the way. So what's the difference playing oil or electricity through a heat pump? Had one worst thing I've ever seen. It was outrageous. Yeah, I don't know what is it. They're expensive too, EV cars. But yeah, unpredictable, and they severely affected by cold. I think to see the people up in Winnipeg. I mean, I don't get it. I don't know why other people don't get it either. Climate change is going to happen. All this stuff is just slowing it down. That's all it's doing. It's going to happen. We need to get some different kinds of energy and clean energy. Build that pipeline, bitch. Fuck Ottawa, but put fucking armed guards and let them build it, Ottawa's a bunch of pussies. Anyway, they're separatists. Build the pipeline through there. Put it to the ES. Put it here. There, cheap energy. It should have been like 10 years ago. Quebec has 2 Supreme Court justices on the board and pulled a fast one at the last minute. Cock blocked it. All of our streets were ripped up, sidewalks, everything. Plates put in. Wonder what the hell they're doing. It was all for natural gas. Clean energy, affordable. That never happened. New sidewalks, plates. It's really a testament to a construction crew can really get something done when it's motivated and not just standing around. Yeah, really fast. I was like, what the fuck are these guys doing? A dream that never came to be. I walk over the plates and, not like the whole sidewalk, but like a portion of it with a plate with things on it. Our water treatment plants are out of date. We're low on water, clean water. They're using it on other things that are not important, like sidewalks and fucking curbs and fucking goddamn stop signs and whatever. A bunch of bullshit hippie goddamn. Fix the water, please. Fix the water. There's a water ban here. If you walk 1 foot in the woods here in Nova Scotia, you get like a $3,500 fine immediately. Whether it's by accident, not by accident, you park your one. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, we're low on water. We're low on water over here. People on YouTube from my town do it on purpose and then they post it online. I guess they want that, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, and they put water gauges in every home, so limit water use at certain times of day. People could do certain types of things. Yeah, yeah, unbelievable, I didn't think it was happening. Last year was going to happen, and they never got around to the treatment plants. It's not that we don't have enough water, but we don't have enough clean water. Because the water that goes out is supposed to be treated and not kill the environment and actually reused to an extent. But they're aging and out of date. So that extra water in reserve we can't use because it's not, treated properly. It's not, suitable for human consumption. Like the fish have more Prozac in it, than a rental ward, when they test like human growth hormones and heavy metals and eat the fish and you get it too, whatnot. And then it was like I was watching a town council meeting and our chlorine, the smell that comes off our water, legendary. One guy said, it's not that bad, is it? And she said, yeah, it is. And she was an official. And you can smell it way before you get to it. Similar to a swimming pool. Pretty strong. I don't know of anybody who actually drinks tap water. Everybody buys Big 8 bottled water at the factory that makes the soda when it goes on sale for 24 packs of bottles. Yeah. Yep. I don't know anybody. I do, because yeah. Well, do I have a choice? If it's cold, put it in the fridge. Yeah, tastes fine. You can't taste anything. But if it's warm and stuff, it's just like tastes like rubber boot. It's like, what the fuck can I do to fix this? You know, at my house, at my parents in the basement, like in the winter, when you put the tap on and cold and let it run, you got to run long enough. It got really cold just out of the tap, and it was just enough. You get that, chug some water. But otherwise, I don't like the bucket bottle water either. They're so cheap. It's like, oh my god, that's a cheap bottle. It's not like a bottle of Gatorade or something, or reinforced, or a pop or anything. It's cheap. It's cheap. Warnings everywhere. Don't leave it in the sunlight. Don't leave it in the car. Yeah, and God knows what they do, because they own the town. Same place where they make the pop. Where do you think they get the water? Right out of the goddamn contaminated treatment place, and they just run it through a bread and package it, slap a sticker on it, and go, fuck you. Okay, yeah. Getting rid of the fluoride out of the water. Nobody really gives a shit. Somebody said they claimed they were trying to sneak it out. Everybody knew it was in it. Other counties are doing that, places. It was only in it for one thing only. Actually, our teeth. I guess. I don't know. I don't fucking care. I don't really drink a lot of water at all. I hate water. Unless I'm really, really thirsty. I literally drink soda in moderation and lots of meat. So, but, yeah, when it goes on sale, when I was growing up, it's like, Corey, water's on sale, go get it. You have to lug these big, huge. Then you spent and your grandmother wants 3 cases. Your granny aunt wants 3 cases. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if you guys ever seen great Big 8 products there, but great stuff. Great fucking product. I mean, what's to become of it? Don't know. With the rising prices, then had nobody noticing, I guess, except for me. I have my head up, and just I don't know. I don't have a life, I guess. I don't have a job. I want one. People are just not observant. They just keep their head down and go, oh, hurry, rush, gonna pick up the kids. The government said this and that. Hurry, rush. It's like, take 1 second. Stop. Take a look around. Right? Really looking around. And, then go about your day and come back 2 weeks later and do the same thing. Just stop. Same place. See what changed. People, hour, cashier, products. You notice a big change, because the changes are fast. But I love Big 8 Pop. And it used to go on sale. Well, it used to be 99 cents, right? And then we're going to sale for 88 cents. Plus tax, and then deposit, 10 cents. But it did, and they had a good stock flavors and different ones. I would fill an entire grocery cart, literally, with like 20, 30 bottles. Only if they had like a variety. I wouldn't buy all the same one and buy all of it. Not leave any for anybody else, but yeah. That was a sale. Now it's $1.79 plus tax, plus 10-cent deposit. That just changed. Yeah, they changed the way they label everything. So it says that bottle of mayonnaise. Well, that's not bad. It's only $2.50 plus tax. Better than Walmart. Yeah, it's only the price. Look at it. Just behind it is another price, and then another price, and then it says if $2.50 if you buy 3. One regular price is like $5. They started that after the pandemic. And I'm like, you guys not see this? That's just there to confuse you. And other companies' products are disappearing off Sobeys shelves, and they're slowly suffocating them out, like, and putting their products in their place. And when you look in the flyer, like, name brands you want to get aren't there because they're a small little place. And there's a new company called Panacci and Our Compliments and Signal and you name it. They, and then you see like people don't question it because there's a new company. It's Sobeys. It's the same fucking thing. Like, come on, it's all Sobeys. Come on. Anyway, yeah, cheese isn't real either anymore. Don't buy cheese. First ingredient is like it's expensive and it's not good for you. Modified milk ingredients, I think. There's a little tiny section over in the deli with actual cheese in it. Little wedges of real cultured cheese. It would cost like, I don't know, $25 for like a little chunk. A brie or something. Very nice. Very nice at hiding it. Other bakery and all the baked goods. You think they're with their stickers on it. You think they made it in the back of the deli there, but no. If you buy the same thing and you really dig it, try it enough, and you'll see. Hey, this is too consistent. They didn't make this. Walmart stopped making homemade cookies. There in the store, you could tell. The other thing was the rotisserie chicken. Every store has a story. $13 cooked. Like, nothing wrong with it. Fully cooked and you're ready to go. Right next to it for $14 is a raw one. Or less or something like that. Whoa, what's up with that? Well, you notice the needle marks in the cooked one. They inject it full of like a saline solution, penetrates all the fibers, makes it tender. But yeah, I bought one. It's hard to transfer because they tip and all, it makes a mess. But I went to bite into it, like, expecting a typical, but it was just like almost water, mush. Like, it was like, what the fuck is this? It was really weird. As I paid a little bit, $1 extra to get organic maple leaf. Ooh la la. Yeah, like you expect white meat to be a little coarser, not like soggy. Soggy? Yeah, that's why we use the word soggy. So I just left it out on the counter uncovered for a while. And, yeah, and if I wanted a piece, man, and chicken, a little rotisserie chicken has no dark meat on it, nothing. Compared to like a turkey, like, what the fuck? It's the breast and legs and the rest is just bones. But yeah, still a good deal. But yeah, they inject it, so that's why people keep coming back for more. And there's $1 difference in them. I don't know, but they have the date that it's cooked on, and you can't go wrong. It's like $1 less. No work, just made. Ooh. Like the Costco, I think they have a bell at the back of the store, every store. It's just like Pavlov's pavlovating dog. They ring it when rotisserie chickens are done. Because that's how popular they are. They sell them for like $4. $4. And it's like people hang around and wait for the ding of the bell. Because there's never any on the shelf, because they always sell out, and then first come, first serve. The bell. $4. How do they make a profit on it? Yeah, anyway. Yes, Costco. They've gone downhill. Loblaws is the worst reputation in town, especially for treating employees and being just plain crooked in the business field, ripping people off left, right, and center. There's even a Reddit page of Loblaws is gone insane. People saying, don't go to Loblaws. I hate Superstore. They bought the Sobeys or the TRA warehouse over on by the A&W. Yeah, it's Superstore now. I was surprised at that. That happened. Before, I think you can go there, but before it used to be members only. You had to actually have a certificate of business, a private like a private business to go there because everything was wholesale like Costco. But you had to have, So we used like a distant cousin's inactive, technically it was open, but it's like a crap business. Nobody, yeah. We go in there, get sweet and sour, like big trays of it. Crap. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, Maria, oh, Jesus Christ. I'm back. All right, let's go.